Okay, in this assignment, you are going to use Geogebra to construct a linear pair. Geogebra is an online construction program where you can make drawings with specific geometric properties, and a linear pair is two angles that are making a straight line. So, step one here, you can follow these directions exactly. I'll do a full walkthrough here, so if you follow these steps, you should be fine. So step one here, you go to geogebra.org. You can see that here. It's geogebra.org. And when you get here, you got to select geometry as one of the options down here. And you'll get this. This is our construction space. What we want to do is we want to start by creating a line. Over here are our tools. And if I want to create a line, this is the line tool. If you hover over a tool, it'll tell you what it is. The one next to it is segment, and this is for drawing a shape, and this is for drawing a circle. But we're going to draw a line, and each time you click on the screen, it creates a point and labels those points. If you want to get rid of a point, you can right-click on it with the Chromebook. That's Alt-click, and you can go under Settings and show the object, or uncheck the box Show Object. It can disappear. You can also undo with buttons up here in case you make a mistake and you want to bring something back. Here, I accidentally created another point. I'm going to undo that. Go away, line. Ooh. All right, so I have my line AB. What I want to do is I want to create another point in the middle, so I'm going to click and select the point tool. I'm going to click on the line so my point appears on the line. Now, it's not just near the line, it's actually on it. I can't drag this point off the line no matter what I do. If you click and drag it, it stays on the line. You have to check to make sure your point is doing that as well. Otherwise, this will not work. What I want to do is create an angle coming off the side here. What I need to do that is to create a ray, starting at point C and going up in this direction. Ray is not one of the tools over here. You'll have to select More, find the tool for a ray, which will look like this. Here's the ray tool. Again, if you hover over it, it'll say ray. I'm going to select that tool. Come over here. I'm going to click on point C, and then somewhere else off the line, there's my new point. So I've created a straight line that's broken up into two angles. That's a linear pair. Now, if I grab the points, if I try to move them around, they still stay the same thing. It stays a straight line. This line, no matter what I do, is staying straight. And these two angles I've created are now always a linear pair. Even if I move these points around, I'm still getting a linear pair. The other thing we want to do is not just create it, but we want to measure it and show that these two angles add to 180. So what I'm going to do is measure these two angles. To do that, you're going to come over here under the measure options here on the left. One of them is for measuring an angle. I'm going to click on the points in the order that you would draw them. I'm going to click either ACD on my picture or DCA, but the vertex has to be the middle. You can see that it says 58 degrees there, but it's kind of blocked out. You can grab the number and drag it to someplace where you can see it. Now, why this program is nice is I can move this, and it constantly remeasures and retells me what this angle is. We're going to do the same thing for this other one, but first, this angle, I can't really see it. We can do some interesting things with it. If you Alt-click and bring up the settings, I can change the color if I want to make it look pretty. Ooh, now my angle is red when I move it around. We want to do the same thing for this other angle over here, so I want to go back to measure and click on these 3 points, D, C, and B. Yep, I didn't select the measure tool. D, C, B. And made my line black. I don't like that, so I'm going to change the angle on it. Howdy. All right, so I'm going to change the color on this one too. Alt-click, select settings, and make this one, ooh, how pretty will it be if it's blue? Anyway, so now I can see that no matter what I do here, my two angles, if I take these two numbers and add them together, I'm going to get 180. And I can see that no matter how I change this, I'm going to always get 180 for it. And that's it. If you get this far and you have this thing right, you call your teacher over to check it, and just going to check to see if everything moves and remeasures and recalculates and still adds up to 180 no matter what we do with it. The end.